this series, I've been taking modern F1 cars to tracks all over the world to see if Formula 1 would be compatible with them, all inspired by the last-minute additions to last year's F1 calendar. And while I've been doing some tracks that have never seen an F1 Grand Prix, I've also been looking at tracks that haven't hosted one for a while to see if they're still up to the task. Now obviously, this is all illustrative because it's just a video game. But one track that gets requested time and time again in the comment section is Mount Panorama, better known as Bathurst. A 6.2 kilometre track draped over the side of a giant hill in New South Wales. This is the home of Aussie Motorsport, and the weekend just gone it hosted the famous 1,000 kilometre race in the Supercar series, where Ford and Holden fans organised their massive piss up and fight. And the reason I've avoided this track is because I've been using Assetto Corsa and the RSS Formula Hybrid car to do the demo runs, and in Assetto Corsa the mod track for Bathurst, well, it isn't very good. And I could have done it in iRacing, but the most modern F1 car in iRacing is an obsolete, underpowered, unreliable McLaren from 2015 that broke down anytime Fernando and Jensen as much as considered putting the power down. That is, until yesterday, as iRacing released the Mercedes W12 Formula 1 car. This year's Mercedes F1 car. At the time of making this video, it's still racing. So you know what that means then. We're going to Bathurst. And I'll leave a timestamp so you can get to the memes, but as always with this series, I'll show you the track in case you're not familiar with the place. Now this is my favourite track in the world, and doing the Bathurst 12 hour this year in iRacing was a lot of fun, if not mentally draining. Especially when you have to bang in qualifying laps of 25 minutes to catch up to the guy you're racing for the podium, which you wouldn't have had to do if you hadn't crashed. But anyway, this is the track. 23 corners and no room for error between 2 and 18, so Griffin's and Forest Elbow. It's bumpy, there's blind corners, and the right front tyres are going to take a hammering as this is an anti-clockwise circuit. So I've just come through turn 1, held corner a 90-degree right-hander, and that opens us up onto the mountain straight where you get to have the last little bit of a breather before going up the mountain. Just tucked in behind this Ferrari, this is a clip from the Bathurst 12 hour from earlier in the year. Daniel D. Finney driving the car, has a bit of a sniff up the inside, but here is Griffin's Bend turn 2. You can use it as an overtaking opportunity, but the corner is a bit deceptively quick, and you sort of got to rely on the other guy just letting you go. But up here, don't bother trying to overtake because you're just going to cause a crash, and you've got to try and sort of swing it from the outside to the inside to the outside for turn 3, the cutting, which then leads you up the hill. Very, very steep incline here, and you just sort of keep the power modulated. Through here probably is just about flat in a GT3 in qualifying, but I'm not really brave enough to try that. And then over the top there's a grate on the right hand side, you might have just seen it, and that's your turning point, and then just keep it as close as you can to the wall, and then up a slight incline and then back down as you go through McPhillamy Park, and then the track just disappears as it's now Skyline, and the S is so much fun in any car, and in this Formula 1 car it's just going to be manic. Through the dipper, the car will have one of its wheels off the ground here and then down through a series of S-bends to Forest Elbow, and it's crucial to get the exit here, hug the inside, get on the power early, let it run out to the outside. As you can see, DDF's got a better run out the elbow, and he's left that Ferrari for dust. Down the Conrad Straight, you can finally breathe along here, just sort of take it all in, get ready for what's going to come up on the next lap. It's sort of like the Dirtinger Hoe down at the Nürburgring, and then you come through the kink. This is the fastest corner in Australia, as Mark Scaife will often tell you. Well, he'll tell you every bloody lap, it sounds like. Into the chase, heavy braking, get on the power early again. You want to slow right up and then mash the throttle to maximise the exit through the right-hander. And then as you come under the Armour Bridge, past the pit lane entry, and then to Murray's Corner, the final corner, there's a car off in the distance. And then through the final corner, and that's your lap. So let's take the Formula 1 car around and see if my wrists will survive. Okay then, so here we are at Mount Panorama in the brand new Mercedes W12, the 2021 Mercedes Formula 1 car that is now available in iRacing on a laser scanned Bathurst, because the one in the normal Assetto Corsa, I say the normal Assetto Corsa, the one in Assetto Corsa isn't particularly good. So I might as well run an actual 2021 Formula 1 car around a laser scan Bathurst in iRacing and just see what this car's about, see what it is like on this particular track. So, usual fare for the series, I will go out and just do a couple of nice chill laps to give you an idea of where everything is on track and how things will be when I'm going at full tilt, and then I'll try and do a YOLO lap right at the end on full party mode to see what kind of time I can put in, and then maybe in this one I'll do another lap later on to see if I can shave any time off without the pressure of doing it in all one take on camera and things like that, and all that stuff, and then do the onboard, you know, the roll hoop camera and the TV cam to show you what it would look like, or give you an impression of what it would look like, because obviously this is just a video game. So, without much more talking, clutch paddles in, and away we go. Let's see if I can do this with my wrist still intact. So, just coming out the pit lane, onto mountain straight here. Big old hump in the middle. You can just see the Mount Panorama sign ahead. It's Australia's Hollywood sign, really, isn't it? Get on the brakes for turn 2, Griffins. You can see on the right-hand side there, I've got all these things to play with. The magic switch is on this, and as you can see, I've got it set to off as we come into quarry and the cutting. Power out the other side. Now, these sims don't give you the full impression of how steep that incline is as we come up under the tree. Then you sort of come downhill towards this grate, and that's where you turn in. And I'm following, as best I can, the line I should be taking around here. And where's the track gone? That's Skyline. And then you come through the S's. It's called Skyline because all you see is sky at that point, and then into the dipper. And just here is where Chaz Mostert wiped out the Marshall's post, that one there. And then into Forest Elbow. Get on the power nice and early. No DRS in this car. Well, there is DRS on the car, but just not at Bathurst because there's no DRS zones coded in. And I've also turned off the halo so I can see where I'm going, but even then I've still got to guess where I'm going. I've just got to like do it based off my knowledge of the track, which I'd say is pretty high. I've probably turned more laps here than anywhere else in racing, including Silverstone. Up to Murray's. Out the other side. Alright, then we can do a lap. Jenson Button did a 1:48, I believe. Coming up the mountain straight here. Full throttle. Got a bit of clutch input, but it's not affecting me. Yep, force feedback really does weight up when you're travelling quick. That was fun. That is so much fun when you get it hooked up. Not even going full throttle yet, now I am. Give it a bit of a confidence lift for the tree. And then out the other side, all of this should be flat on the actual lap. I may lift out of it just to make sure I complete the video. And then through the S's here. Just got to guess where the walls are. Dipper. Tyres will get off the ground in some of these corners. So grip will be at a premium. Now down to second for the elbow and then power out the other side. Yeah, there we go. And now breathe. I hold my breath going over the top of the mountain. I probably shouldn't. I'm told I sound like Darth Vader on the old microphone. Right, into the chase. Set the brake balance. I do like that, actually. Brings them in big letters. Right. Shall we do it? Qualifying. Let's go! Power!
1 minute 46.419.
Ooh, a bit of wheel spin on the exit. Up through the gears. Sorry if I go quiet here. Oh, a bit of a lock up. Come on, turn in. There we go. Feed it. There we go. Flat. 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 Flat.
Oh, who gives a fuck about the engine? Fucking hell. Wow. I reckon I can go quicker than that. Famous last words, but let's see if I can. Alright. Wish me luck.
Minute 43.144.
Come on, you bastard. Will it hit the wall? Who cares at this point? Come on. Come on. Yes! Come on! Shut up. This will do a 135. This will do a 135. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go again, get a cleaner lap than that, and I'll put up the TV stuff for you. So if you've enjoyed this video, then give it one of these. If you want to see more from this series or anything else I do on this channel, then be sure to get that subscribe button clicked, get that bell on, and you'll never miss out on a future video of mine. So all that's left to say is, oh yes, of course, big thank you to the patrons of this channel via Patreon. If you do want to join them and giving me a monthly tip, you can do so by hitting the link down in the description, or also use the description to find links to Discord and also my social media stuff. So all that's left to say is, until next time, I've been AdmiralLaWind. Have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you all again soon for another video. So until then, goodbye.